For decades, banks measured customer service by one number: how fast they answered the phone. That is no longer the number that matters. The institutions pulling ahead measure something harder: how quickly they can tell a customer is in trouble, find the fix, and resolve it before the customer has to follow up. The winners all share one trait: their platforms watch the customer's journey in real time, catch friction the moment it appears, and cure it before it even becomes a complaint. Here's how you build one. Hi, I'm David Fapohunda. Over 25 years, I've led operations, AI enablement, and digital transformation in global banking, building servicing platforms that carry millions of customer interactions across multiple continents. The prize is enormous. McKinsey estimates generative AI could add up to $340 billion a year to banking, as much as 15% of operating profit. Almost all of that value comes down to one thing: how we serve the customer. The technology is not the hard part. There are three things to think about as you build your system. One, design before data. AI does not start with the data. It starts with the customer problem. Too many platforms are built from the inside out, engineered around the org chart instead of the person on the other end. Build the reverse. Start with the experience the customer should have: a dispute resolved before it escalates, a credit decision returned in seconds, and then work backwards to the model. Design first, data second. Two, build it in pods. This is where most banks get it wrong. You cannot build these platforms in silos. The operator who runs the process, the engineers who code the system, and the AI engineers who train the models have to sit in the same pod, accountable for the same outcome. Not a handoff, a team. That pod owns the redesign of the flow from day one, with three things built in from the start, not the end: customer experience, operational efficiency, and control. Separate those functions, and you get a model that works in a lab and fails at the front line. Point three, engine and data. This is the point that matters most. An AI engine is only as good as its view of the customer. The platforms that have visibility across every channel the customer touches: paper, mobile, web, IVR, text, and live agent. Most banks treat each of these as separate conversations. The customer does not. Bring that data together into a single view, a customer graph. And the system can meet people in the channel they prefer and resolve the issue before it ever reaches a live agent. That is the difference between reacting to a customer and anticipating one. This is not theory. Bank of America's virtual assistant, Erica, has now handled over 3 billion client interactions and delivered over 1.5 billion proactive, personalized insights, reaching customers before they ever had to ask. That is anticipation at scale. So that's the build. Design around the customer, one accountable team, and a single view across every channel. And governance is the bow that ties it all together. Earlier in my career, I led the controls that cut fraud losses by millions of dollars. And the lessons that have only grown truer are: models that scale are the ones that are explainable, fair, and defensible to a regulator, even on your worst day. Governance is not the brake. It is what makes the speed safe. AI-powered servicing is not the future of banking. It is the price of staying in it. Build it right, and these platforms do more than cut costs. They earn trust, and trust is the real return. Thank you.